NASA, go 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 NASA. If you hold your own, then go NASA, yeah.
Stop scrolling, stop scrolling, stop scrolling.
Oh, guess who's back? Oh, y'all couldn't get rid of us like that, bro. We went away for a second to take care of some business and, a mental time to get right. Actually, ain't no mental time, but always take that time to get right. But we back. Hey, my Kel 57. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? I don't know about you, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I went on Carnival Cruise for 5 days. I had the time of my life. And then I went to Dallas and had the time of my life. So that's why I was asking. So yeah, man,
Yes.
man. I recommend everybody go on a cruise, especially my people with disabilities, man. It's like a big family on a cruise. They gonna show you love. The staff, strangers was so helpful, man. Don't worry about it, man. Get you an accessible room. Um, Me personally, I didn't get seasick, but they got those motion sickness pills, and I think you can get them at the front desk. I saw online, but that wasn't my issue. But man, hey, I like the buffet food, man. I don't know. I can talk about the cruise forever, man. Go,
We'll
go.
talk about we'll talk about that towards the end. Cause while you was having the time of your life, going on a cruise, then you with the family, I was back here working, bro. hmm I was back here working.
Somebody got to work.
I was working behind the scenes. I was working behind the scenes. And what I mean I was working, I was making content. I was making content. You hear me? I was making real time content. That's why the show today is gonna be called I'm an outcast in my own community.
Oh, cool. Okay, okay. Now, for the people out there, when you say your community, do you mean the disability community?
The disabled community.
The disabled community. Okay, you say disabled, I say disability. Same difference to me. Well, all right,
Disabled,
go ahead.
disability, mobility, your ability, his ability, Rocksteady Media Network's ability. It don't matter. I'm talking about the disabled, the ability of the community. I'm talking about.
Okay.
Look, bro, I got some stuff to talk about. Okay, um, where do we start? First off, let's start like this, because I need to know your thoughts before it
Okay.
gets real. Okay, depending on what you say, that's the direction I'm gonna go.
Okay. That's okay. This should be fun.
All right, here we go. How do you feel about the disabled community?
That's a broad question. I don't know what you mean in general by that, but I would
Okay,
say
I'll say it like this. I'll say it like this. Don't worry about it. Would you being disabled, or we both in the disabled community, would you end up would you in the mix of things? Because we get messages, what I'm saying, like that person who told you, hey, keep going on trips for people who can't go on trips.
yeah. Yeah.
I got people who hit me up and say, hey, I like what you're doing with the Handicap and Chill podcast, you and your brother at Rock City Media Network. Keep doing it because you're speaking for me. All right. That's the positive side of the disabled community. But I want to know how you feel about the disabled community as a whole, like as far as like how you're treated, how how people in the disabled community may look at able-bodied people, and how able-bodied people might look at the disabled community. So, what is your take on the disabled community? I know it's a big statement, but just from your perspective, how do you look at it?
I don't, me, I love the disability community. I feel like when I have issues about my disability, it's with people outside of the disability community for the most part. It's yeah, it's Sometimes the only battle I might see is with a physical disability versus a mental disability. Sometimes when you have a mental disability, somebody might say, "Oh, you don't you don't look like nothing's wrong with you," or somebody might say, "Because I have used crutches," I'm like, "Oh, you don't need the wheelchair." But I do need the wheelchair sometimes. It depends on the scenario. So, other than um like those nuances, I feel like I have issues with people outside of the disability community. So some of the social norms might say, "Oh, you can't do this and that," or if I'm at a job and I need some accommodations, a boss, even though they're not supposed to legally do this, they might say, "Oh, this person can do the job. This disabled person can do the job, but he may need some accommodations. If I just hire this able-bodied person, I don't have to worry about getting accommodations because it might affect the bottom line a little." They're not supposed to do that, but I mean, it's laws and rules, and then it's what's actually practiced. So
I feel you, bro. Now, so you said you have more concern at outbursts or outcry for people who are not disabled, more like the able-bodied community, right?
yeah, I don't really have too many issues with disabled against disabled.
Right. All right. So what if I? Okay, I'm glad you said that, bro. I'm glad you said that. Because what if I tell you the phrase "it be your own people"? When I say that phrase, what does that make you think about?
When I think about that, I think of in a disability sense.
Nah, 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 not even disability says just
No,
period. What do you think?
I'm gonna tell you when I hear it's your own people, I usually get that from family members because, like, say if I need some assistance or something, I get more pushback from family members than strangers. But I will say, in a family members' defense, it's because they help you more. A stranger is helping you as a one off. So like you might be in Target and get help from a stranger, but you're probably not gonna see that same stranger next time you need help at Target. So with family members, even if they gotta help you once a week, once a month, once a year, but they've been knowing you your whole life. So for them, it might be a little too much for some people. Um, and then when you say it's your own people, I think of like my race because sometimes black people don't always support black people. So when you say that phrase, I think about my family and people of my same race.
Now I like that you said that. Now I wanted your opinion because we split in a block. All of this is coming around to the same house, and the reason why I said being on people, when you said strangers and the family, you hear that from family, but you know that strangers will help you faster and quicker than your family and the people that you know for real, for real.
Yeah, well, I experienced that. I'm telling you, Rudy, if you ever get a chance to go on a cruise, go. I experienced that on a cruise to the highest uh to the max. It's strangers offered to help me with whatever I needed help with. Just time and time again on the cruise. It wasn't just the cruise staff, but complete strangers. They come up talking to you, want to know your life story. Oh, do you need help? We was going to the Bahamas. We was parked, and it was actually like you can get off the ship and go see the Bahamas. it was they had vans set up to get in the vans. I had my wheelchair, so I was worried about no, it's gonna be a little bit much. Maybe I'll just stay on the ship and I won't go off to actually see the Bahamas. But my friend called me on the room phone and said, "Hey man, you didn't come this far not to see the Bahamas. So I think you should go." So man, I got in the um and they was already gone about the time I got ready, my friends was. But that's perfectly fine. I got dressed at my pace and then I
So you got dressed kind of slow. Don't worry about it. I go through the same thing.
I got dressed kind of slow, definitely slower than them for sure. And then, hey man, I got in the van. I was like, "Where the van at?" They helped me, and then not because you wait till you get like 7 or 8 people before y'all go in the van. It's like $20 per person, and then just a complete stranger helped me like fold up my chair and put it in the van and helped me get out the van. And then they helped me get back in the van and then get back out the van when it was time to come back. So it was just amazing, man. So like, don't be so it's sad, but man, I'd rather ask from help from a stranger more times than not.
Now let me say two things. All right. Yeah, I'd rather ask a stranger because you ask your friends, you ask your family members. They be like, I mean, you ain't. I gotta help you. Or they, they got the little. They be
Yeah,
around you so much. They got the little attitude and shit. Like, I
yeah.
mean, why you ain't do this yesterday? Like, what if like, oh, now you need help because we here. Like, that this that and third. Now, I said all that to say this. I know y'all sitting back like, well, Rue, where you going with this? Because you going around in circles. You ain't got there yet. Don't worry, chill. I'm here now. The reason why I say it being around people is because, ladies and gentlemen, while Michael was out here living his best life, while Rock City Media, DJ Steady was out here heading his business, I was outside. Okay? Pete. Mhm. I was outside. I was riding around in my wheelchair. Got one of them electric wheelchairs that they can push and it's electric at the same time. Yeah, I done moved up to a convertible, baby. You know what I'm saying? I was outside talking to females. I ain't never been shy. I know how to get to the females. Now keeping them, that's a whole different story. But I know how to get to the females. So I ride to the store, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a store down the street from my crib. I ride to the store, rolling down the street in my wheelchair, sipping on Gatorade, because I don't drink. I don't drink.
All right,
Now,
man.
now I went to the store, saw this little fine looking drink. From afar, she looked fine. I rolled up on her. Skirt. Hey, what's up, mama? You know what I'm saying? Had to get a good look at her face.
Okay.
Boy, her face was old. Like like you drinking that night and then you wake up like, yo, what the just happened? Like you had that good of a party.
Yeah,
You said,
I
you
ain't
know,
never had one of those stories, but I woke up and was like, "Yeah," but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
you know how you said in one of your shorts, if you're scared, you're dead. All right, now look, I wasn't scared, right? So I rolled up. She was looking fine from afar, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh no, she look older than me. So did I tried to roll away. I just wanted to tell that funny story because it really didn't go with nothing I was about to say.
So I'm telling you, so is this tied to the issue of people, or
Yeah,
this?
yeah, it is. But I just wanted to tell y'all that story because I wasn't able to tell my funny story the last couple of weeks because you've been traveling, bro.
Hold on, now I got a question though. So did you talk to the girl or what, or did you say, "Oh, she
Man,
got"?
listen. So we was at the store. I rolled up. I know how to drive an electric wheelchair. I be driving an electric wheelchair like I'm on the highway cruising. Yeah.
Whipping that mug. Okay.
So I rolled up. You know what I'm saying? She looked good from afar, skinny. I'm like, what's up? You know what I mean? Now, we were talking, and she told me where she was from, but she was talking so much that she said that she had a boyfriend. Well, when she told me she had a boyfriend, I got up out of there. Skirt. All right, I'm going.
Uh,
Like she instantly got ugly to me. She was ugly, but it's just like, all right, what are we talking about? All right, now
you know, old face, but she wasn't ugly. Okay, we got it.
the face was kind of, it was kind of, it was kind of. Uh,
Well, but it wasn't ugly. I get
all right, now I said it was. I said it be on people, bro, because I was in the streets, right? So I'm also in these Facebook streets, these YouTube streets, these black streets, these whatever streets you can think of, whatever day nap streets you can think of. I was there, except I don't, some apps I don't be on, but I was there. So I was on Facebook, bro. It was called North Carolina Single and Mingle. I gotta say it because y'all did me dirty. I'm
it.
talking about it on the podcast. It's called North Carolina Single and Mingle, right? So I pulled up in the group. I post my picture. Boop. That's me posting my picture. Boop. That's the noise. Okay. I post my picture. I said, hey, my name is Rude. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really, I don't put my real name out there. I said, my name is Rude, 39 from Virginia, but I was born in Charlotte because I'm in a North Carolina based group,
Oh,
right? I said, I'm single. I'm looking to marry. But a whole bunch of girls came at me. Hey, how you doing? Hey, nice to meet you. Boop, doop, doop. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool on it. Cool on it. All right. But this one girl, this one lady, she just had to kind of throw off the whole vibe. She goes, oh, they just want to talk to you because you have a disability. I said, you know what, lady, I'm cool. I'm cool of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, here we go down the line. All right, y'all go laugh. Y'all, okay. So I got approached by three females. They
okay.
had a disability.
Oh,
A couple of
oh,
them had a disability. Now I remember with you and DJ Steady said, yeah, DJ Steady, I'm calling you out too, nigga. Yeah, I remember when you and DJ Steady said, you said, hey, y'all, go ahead and give the people with in the community a chance. So that's what I did. I expanded my horizons because of y'all. You, because you, Michael, my brother, you, I expanded my horizons because you said you should go ahead and do it. Okay, so I
so,
did. So I talked to a girl that got cerebral palsy. She don't have cerebral palsy like me. She walks with a cane, just like you walk with crutches.
okay.
She walks with a cane. So me and her talking, everything going good. I'm like, me and her going good. She was from Maryland. All right. She looked okay. She looked cute. I don't really go for looks. She looked cute. All right, so we talking. She goes, you're a lot older than me. I said, Shorty, I'm 39, I'm about to be 40. Like, you 35, you're not that much older than me. She goes, I don't know. I don't know. She goes, she was like, I don't know. You just seem like you're older, but you act like you act immature, you act younger. I said, how you get that? Because I'm full of life and I like to have fun.
You said that's our first conversation or the first couple sentences.
Now she said that throughout the conversation. Like
Oh,
we talk every day for like a couple of days. I'm trying to remember everything she said that the key points. So I go, nah, I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? So then she said, what's the craziest thing you ever did? So I told her, like, look, I live in my truth. Okay. She asked me what's the craziest thing I ever did. So I told her. And if y'all want to know, I'll tell you. She asked me, I said, well, when I was in college, I broke in somebody's dorm and took my CDs back. And she goes, So you just broke in somebody's door. I was like, yeah, technically. I mean, because they weren't there, but the door was open, and I just kind of helped myself in. She
Oh,
goes, oh, I don't know. She was like, I'm kind of sheltered, so I really haven't done anything bad. I really kind of just stayed on myself. She has a kid and everything, you know what I mean? But she said, because with her disability, her family kind of sheltered her. Okay, so let's stop there. Um, and I realized it's people like me and you that go visit the world, that
yeah.
or like me that used to be outside, and I realize it's different categories. It's people like you or me or DJ Study be outspoken, all this and the third. And it's people out here that are like sheltered with disabilities. How does that make you feel?
I mean, for the people that sheltered, I think it's kind of sad because you miss out on a full experience of life. But that's anybody that's sheltered, not just people with disabilities. I just think when you're disabled, it's more of a reason people may have to shelter you. Like, oh, I got to protect you from the world because you're disabled and you're a vulnerable adult. So, but you miss out on a lot of things. Uh, experience experiences like cruises, going to parties with friends, or going to prom. I follow this girl on Instagram. I can't think of her name, but I think she has cerebral palsy too, and she's in a wheelchair. And she didn't get to go to her high school prom, so now he went to like a disabled prom, and she like did videos on her journey, like getting dressed. She had a GoFundMe, so everybody sent money so she can get a beautiful blue dress and all the essentials and everything she needed for the prom, and she just had a good time. So like you just miss out on a lot of experience that a lot of kids, teenagers, and young adults have when you shelter. And to me, um, that's living like a half a life. You're not living a full life.
Right,
So I just think it's unfortunate.
right. Now I can tell she was sheltered because she kept saying, you're a lot older than me. You're a lot older than me. She was 30, like she was 35, 36. I'm 39, about to be 40. I'll be 40 in July. Now I'm like, I'm not that much older than you. I don't really see, like where you going with this. It was cool. All right, now here's where things took a turn. Now I'm starting to realize in the disabled community that we don't really know how to talk to each other. Like,
Expound on that.
huh?
Expound on that. We don't
All
know how.
right, now look, I'm trying to talk to her, bro. I'm not tripping about her having a disability because I be around people with disabilities, mental disability, physical disability. Bro, I'm talking to her. It's like she just kept coming at me. She just kept coming at me. She was like, yeah, you're older, but I think you are trying to overcompensate
Yeah,
for something. And I said, no, I'm this is me all the time. You know what I'm
but
saying?
what
And
what
she was like, she was like, I can't figure it out. She was like, you cool, but I just think I was like, so basically my personality, it was too much for her. And I could because she said she was kind of sheltered. So like when you have a disability and you work on yourself and you know who you are as a person with your disability, you're outspoken, your personality can be threatening to other people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I actually think that can be intimidating to somebody with a disability or without. Because say you confident and outspoken and you got a disability, everybody person might say, "Damn, he confident, she confident," I can do this physically and they can't, and they have more confidence than me. So it can be intimidating to anybody.
Right. Okay. So, that's one female. Like, so I blocked her. I said, you know what? I ain't got time for you coming at me crazy or no disrespect. All right, cool. Now, I talked to this other lady. All right. Everything was cool because I said it. I said in the caption. I'm 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 dating to marry. That's what I said in the caption. I ain't gonna lie. This fine girl hit me up. You know what I'm saying? She was fine. I'm like, yo, like she good. All right. She hit me up. She messaged me. She goes, "I'll marry you." Let's stop right there. Now, I think that people I think able-bodied people look at some people with disabilities and they look at us like we're a lick.
But I think in that case, you're right. But I think in that case, he just said it as a conversation starter or flirtatious because of what you put in the caption.
Yeah, and that's what I thought too, because I laughed it off too. But I'm like, all right, now, this girl, she wasn't really talking to me like that. She would hit me up like, every, mm, every couple hours. And I was like, yo, what's going on? Like, I didn't ask her that, but I'm like, yo, what's going on? Now, here's the crazy part. She hits me up and she was like, you don't want to marry me. I was like, I haven't planned on it. Like I don't, like, I don't know you. So she was like, "Cause I'm a naughty nurse." I said, "What the fuck?" I said, "What?" She she goes, she goes, "Yeah." She says, "I do." She says, "I do private things." You know what I'm saying? I make private content. I said, "Oh, for real?" Laughing out loud. Block. I don't got time for that shit neither. Hey, bro.
Yeah, she was probably one of them, one of them online trying to sell it. So
I don't got time for that shit either. This is all with I'm outside now because y'all tell me be outside. Go out there, yeah. I listen to y'all. Okay, so
this third,
so huh?
let's hear about this third one. That's two down.
See
Two
that?
down.
Okay, now I got it's like three, it's like 4, 5. All right, now now the third one. All right, now y'all gonna look at me like, yo, you foul for the way you did it. So this girl hit me up on a messenger. She goes, hey, sexy. I was like, what's up, beautiful? I flirt back. What's up, beautiful? She was like, oh, nothing. She was like, I'm just going through it. Right when she said I'm going through it, I was like, I should block her. I should block her. Right when she said I'm going through it, I go, oh yeah. I go, oh yeah, damn. Yeah, what I'm saying. I go, oh yeah, damn. She goes, she goes. I was just wondering if you can give me some money because I'm in the car and I'm homeless and my kids are right here. I was like, oh, that's messed up. I blocked that. I don't got. Listen, bro.
First,
Let me say this for all the females. If you looking at me for a come up, y'all need to slow down. Because listen, anybody can tell you this. My brother on this podcast, Mike Hill 57, hell, DJ Study for Rock City Media Network can tell you. Y'all ain't about to get no couple of. I'm cheap as a mother. I'm cheap. I am cheap. I am the type of person. If somebody come to me and be like, "Hey, yo, rude," I was wondering if I could borrow some money. I'm like, man, what the fuck? What you need it for, bro?
okay,
I need that.
let me ask you a question though. Okay,
Sure.
you cheap right now, right? So say you got $1 million tomorrow. Would you still be cheap? Because some people got money and they still cheap, and some people just cheap because they only have a certain amount of money. You
I'll
know,
still be I'll I'll still be cheap. But let me tell you why I would still be cheap. Let me give you a real reason. Because when you start helping people and giving people money, they always gonna try to come at you for help when they need something. Is and like if I got $1 million, I give somebody $200 tomorrow, they gonna come back next week asking for $200 again.
Well, that's usually how it goes.
I can't. I'm not going for that, bro. Because like if they see that you're able to lend a helping hand, they gonna keep they gonna keep coming. Like they gonna keep coming at your door. And my door's locked. I got security dogs. I got it. Look. I got a security system, security dogs, shotgun, tasers. By the way, I might get a taser next week. But tasers, oh, you can't. Don't come over here. I'm cheap. So if y'all look at me, be like, oh, he got a disability. I know he get a check. Not for you. You better check with somebody else. How about that check? How about go getting a mental check, a wellness check? Wellness checks are possible too. So, but look, so she was like, I'm in the car and I'm homeless. We can date if you help me. Oh, so now you giving me, so now I got obligations now. Now you get like, oh, what? Blocked. Got her up out of here.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
uh, what was the time span on these three women?
What'd you say?
The time span. What was the time span on these three women?
You know I be moving fast in these streets. That was all within a week, bro.
Okay.
While you was on the cruise, I was cruising through these females. Vroom.
I know you're
I was I was
crazy.
doing that 20v1 crap.
I know your block getting crazy. That's why I asked you the time span on it. I know you'll block three women in one day.
Block game crazy. Block game crazy. Oh, let me tell you about this girl. I gotta change her name because I don't want to say her real name. Let me let me tell you about this girl named Alyssa. Okay, that's her name. That's the name we going for, Alyssa. Shout out to her. Um, now, it's some females out here that got a disability, but they don't say nothing. You just kind of gotta talk to them and kind of gotta put the pieces together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about you. With me having a disability, I can kind of sense when I'm like, nah, she ain't all there. Or, you know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? What about you? Can you do that?
Yeah. Usually with a cerebral palsy, I usually get pick up on it, or maybe like autism. I can usually pick up on it or something like that. Typically, yeah.
So we gonna call this girl Alyssa just for the show, okay? All right, just for the show. Now I talked to Alyssa. I talked to Alyssa in the group chat or whatever. I be in the group. She messaged me. She messaged me. I got her number. We were talking for a couple of days. Um, Go ahead. What was you about to say? We were talking for a couple of days, but I kind of started noticing something weird. Like, she'll call me. This how the conversation go. She'll call me. I'll be like, hello. You know what I'm saying? This is me. This is I got my sexy voice song. You know, this new female like, hello. You know what I'm saying? She go, oh my god, you're cute. I'm like, oh thank you, boo. You know what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, when you gonna come see me? I said, not no time soon. Like, look, this my thing. I don't like rushing to go see a girl. If I just start talking to you, don't be like, when you gonna come see me? Cause I'm not. I'm not. All right. So I thought about blocking her in, but I was like, you know what? My homie told me to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't be giving people no chances. So I like, all right, cool. We talking. She would say the same thing over and over again. She goes, "Oh, you cute." I'm like, "Thank you. When you gonna come see me?" And then she'll repeat it. And I'm like, "Oh, there's something wrong here." But I was still a roll. I was still a roll. You know what I'm saying? So then, right, we get off the phone. The next morning, I think I was talking about something freaky. I ain't gonna lie, I was talking about something freaky. I was trying to see what's up. So the next morning, she picked up the phone. She said the freakiest thing. She goes, "Yeah, I can ride you frontwards, backwards." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! It's 10 o'clock in the morning, ma'am. What are you talking about?" So, so,
That's nothing wrong with morning sex.
huh?
Morning sex.
I don't like when you okay. I don't like when you talk about it when I first wake up. Like I just like it's like because nothing warranted for it to happen. And if you're talking about the situation, the conversation we had last night, that was last night. Why are you bringing it into the morning?
I don't know. I disagree, but go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, okay. Tell me what you disagree about.
I mean, when I have a when I have a conversation with a woman, I don't want the whole conversation to be about sex. That's kind of a turn on because I want to get to know her. But if she's splashing in the beginning or in the middle or in the end, I don't care.
She
You
didn't
can
splash it. She
you
didn't
can
splash it in.
start sex and then talk about something else, or we can start talking about something else and end it with sex, or talk about it in the middle. I don't want it to dominate the conversation, but
Bro,
I don't
I don't
care if
think you get it.
it's in the beginning in the morning.
I don't think you get it, right? I don't think you get it. So I'm gonna give you a quick example. You call me on the phone, you know what I'm saying, to talk about the Handicap Show podcast.
I will
You
call,
call me.
but don't say I'll call you because I wouldn't call you in this scenario about that. Let's just use
No,
another,
hold on, wait, bro, hold on.
use
You go,
another scenario, bro.
just listen, calm down, relax. You niggas is weird when it comes to.
No, we're talking about that. Then you said for example, if I call you,
All right, okay, look, okay, but you didn't let me get to the scenario. Now you just automatically just got weird.
all right, go ahead, man. If Kevin Mace was here, they'll say pause. Wait, they
What did I say? Did I say some Paul shit?
man, you was talking about if a girl say
Oh
talk about
no.
yeah,
I
hey,
said I
example, if
said
I call you, that's what you said.
no, I got you. But what I mean is I'm act like I'm calling you for something, right? So I call you. So I call you and you be like, yeah, that bitch said I call you and I'll be like, hello. And you be like, yeah, that bitch said she gonna rob my, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like where did this come from? Like
Now,
that's how it look.
you just got started with the ring, 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 and then you like, what up? And I'm like, guess what? You got started with a guess what?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah, like nah, but it wanted, yeah, I was started with a guess what, but it wanted guess what? I said hello, and she said, yeah, I'll ride you frontwards and backwards. If it was, you got, hey, be cool, gang. Be cool, gang.
okay,
I can't make this up. I can't make this up.
that's a little bit much. I feel what you said.
Like,
She ain't
this
say,
shit,
but if she would have said, yeah, okay, I get it.
yeah, and then she keep doing that, right? So then, all right, so this when things took a left. All right, this when things took a left. She was riding the bus.
Okay.
She was on the bus. And I don't know. I guess it was just one of them days I won't try to hear it. Some made me mad. I was just on go. She was riding the bus. And then she was like, yeah, I just been hurt by so many dudes. I don't want to get hurt no more. I was like, ain't nobody even asked you about no, like, yo, bro, I wasn't even trying to hurt. I'm not even trying to hurt you. What the fuck is you talking about? I took it the wrong way. That's my fault. And then when I was like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? She was like, yo, why are you getting mad? And she banged the phone on me. Click.
So hold up. With that, did she have an intro to that, or was y'all just she just sitting there? Did she said, "Man, I don't know. I don't
No,
want."
we were talking, and then she brought that up.
Okay, well, that kind of make more sense, Rude. I think she just saying, she's scared. He getting back out there in the dating game. She just saying she don't want to get hurt.
If you're scared, you're dead. I like that slogan. If you're scared, you're dead. Like I ain't gonna hold you. So
And,
that shit died.
and with that saying, for the people that don't know, for the backstory, I was in Dallas. We was taking shots. Yeah. I just held up my gloves there. If she's scared, you dead. Everybody started laughing. But I really do. I might put that on show. I really think that's like, a lot of times in life you just afraid to do things and you don't live a fulfilling life because of it. So it's like you kind of dead in the inside. So it's kind of like don't let fear be your disability because you will be dead in the inside. Like you will be living, not you're just existing. You're not living. So that's kind of what it means. So just don't let fear stop you from like really
Listen,
doing and
listen,
have all with this thing called life. It,
listen. For all my people who like sitcoms. Okay, I'm gonna break up this sitcom. It was a it was a Fresh Prince of Bel Air episode where Trevor asked Hillary to marry her, right? But he did a bungee cord jump, and he jumped. And he said, "Hillary, will you marry me?" And he fell, and he killed himself. And then Will Smith goes, "I ain't no bungee cord expert or nothing, but I don't think he's supposed to be hitting the ground like that." That's how I live my life. I just jump, and
okay.
that's how I live my life. Hey, trust me, I hear it all the time from Michael. Michael be like, "Yo, slow down, bro. You be trying to do point A, point B, point C, point D." And I tell him all the time, "Yep." And one of them directions gonna get us where we got to. One of them directions gonna get us where we gotta go. So
I'm
just
sitting in front of the other person, and he just like, man, we just gonna put all the people at one
we just gonna do we gonna make some jungle juice. We gonna put all the alcohol in one, and one of us not gonna make it.
time. So,
Hey, hey, bro, because I believe that God protects the handicap. By the way, God protects the handicap is on the Handicap and Chill podcast, YouTube channel. That is a fire project, and that is
check.
a real thing. God protects the handicap, and like my brother says, like my brother always says, don't let fear be a disability. And I'm not. That's why I be jumping off the porch.
Right.
Sometimes I hurt myself. Sometimes I don't make it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But I'm here to tell the story. Anyways, yeah. I so I got into it with her. She hung up on me and I blocked her. Don't hang up on me. Don't just hang up on me. I can't stand when we get into it and you hang up on me. I can't stand that.
Oh, but man, one hang up, I ain't gonna block him out the one hang up.
Man. But I was
So,
ready to go anyways. So
like, oh, that was like the last straw. Like, you know what? That's a, I feel you. That was the last straw.
all right, quick counseling session. Quick counseling session.
Okay.
I'll be looking for reasons to stop talking to people. I'm not going.
That's a good. Now I got a question. Now, why do you go into it looking for reasons to stop talking to?
I don't. I don't go into it. I. I don't. I don't go. I don't go into it looking to start talking to people. What happens is I have pure great intentions. Okay. Now I don't know if this is like this for everybody. Um, Once I see something that's kind of off, I'm like, I don't know. Like if I see something I don't like, I just kind of just dose the situation.
Okay, good.
And
There has to be a big thing, medium thing, small thing, matter.
it's just something I just feel like I could just be like, nah, this ain't it. That's just me. Toxic. That's a toxic trait.
Necessarily, but I feel, my opinion, it might be a little fear. You might be jumping the gun sometimes because you don't want a negative outcome. But you could be okay. So say you've been through something like say you've been cheated on before, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you and so you know the signs of cheating, like okay, they changing their routine all of a sudden. She work in she work in McDonald's, but she leave the house all dressed up like she going to the club. She not answering her phone. You don't like y'all ain't going on dates like you used to. Okay, so you know all of a sudden y'all ain't having sex like you used to. So you know all the signs of cheating. So if you see those signs, then you like, okay, she probably cheating too because I've seen these signs before. Now you still gotta like do a little investigation, ask questions, and not just
Who doing investigating? Who? Me?
just like just to get down to the bottom of it. But that's not what I'm talking about. When you see like obvious red flags, that's not what I'm talking about. But I think like me personally, when I go like I'm dating right now, so you know, I don't look for nothing. I try to start with a clean slate. So I ain't looking for nothing bad or looking for nothing good. I'm just seeing taking things for what they are at face value.
That's
So
good.
I'm
That's great.
just coming in with a clean slate, and when I see something good, I'm like, okay, check. And when I see something negative, I'll be like X. But I keep going until I get to a point where, okay, I want to see where it's going, or okay, I saw where it's going, and I want to get off this train. So that's
Here,
how.
I feel you. Here's how I work at it. Like you said, you start off with a clean slate. I do too. Now, when you start with a clean slate, some of the people that you start with a clean slate with, they still got dirty dishes in the sink.
That's true. They be bringing all that baggage and trauma from their past relationships. That happens like, oh, I actually know. Oh, I hope she don't see this, but
She probably is. She probably is.
oh, oh,
Change the name. Change the name.
I
Change the
ain't
name.
saying that. He's been in a bad relationship, right? But the bad relationship he was in for so long that like he looked at all men in a negative light because of that one man, you know. So it
Right.
just or one man to cast a negative view of all men. And I try to tell her, like, I understand it was a lengthy relationship, but it was only one. You got one bad example. And she was
But
that
it
one bad example hurts so bad. That's why I say if things are bad in a relationship, try to work it out. But if you try and it's not successful, leave because the more trauma that adds on, it's gonna make it worse for you to heal for your next relationship.
now it get like that, bro. It get like that. And I think with me is like I was in a relationship where I didn't feel appreciated. I didn't we didn't have sex like that. I get to she was putting everybody else before me. So now I have a strict program. When you get done dirty and you don't get treated with the respect you deserve, after you leave and you build yourself up, especially when you're single for a while and you work on yourself. I know I got a strict program. So a lot of times I'm not even gonna play like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and do your thing, buddy. Like, that's how it is with me.
Now, when you say you got a strict program, what does a strict program look like when a woman is with you?
Um, okay. With me, this is how it goes with me. I do this early. I tell a person, I tell a person how I am, what I expect, and what I'm not gonna deal with.
Okay,
If
give us some detail. What's some of that? What's your deal breakers? What you expect?
communication, I'm not, and I'm not about to sit over here and be arguing with you all day. If you, I'm not about to I'm not about to sit over here and feel like you putting me in second place for your friends and this and that. I'm not telling you you can't be with your friends. But with me, relax, Karen, because I know where you about to go with this. Relax.
Something
why? And why my brother started laughing right?
You know what I want to say. Yo, you don't like your girl to have no friends for real, for real.
You can. I look. I changed my. I kinda changed now.
A little bit.
Kinda is better than what I before because before I wasn't changing. Now you can have friends, but when it's me and your time for us to spend together, don't be up here trying to break your friends around. 'Cause I don't want to be around your friends. I don't want that. I don't want. I don't want to be around your friends. I'm cool.
I don't mind being around. I don't mind being around my girlfriends or having her friends around my friend. I don't mind. I feel like look, I feel like you need to know people in all scenarios, right? So you gotta know them when they sober, know them when they drunk, know them when they mad, know them when they don't get their way, know them when they're around their friends. She might be a whole different person around her friends than she is around you. And you won't know that if you never come around her friends.
But if you prioritize your friends over the relationship, I'm not. I can't do that
Oh,
because with me, why every time I say something, your head going back? Like, what the fuck am I?
okay, go ahead.
What the fuck do I be saying, bro? Hey, look, but like, don't prioritize your friends over us. Like, I get it. You can go spend time with your people, but bro, yo, I want to spend time with you too. How are you supposed to build and bond and grow if you always worried about what happens over there? I'm not coming second to nobody except your kids and God.
Okay. How you feel about them girls that like their main method of communication is texting? Can you get a connection through texting?
You gotta be careful what you say to me because you said the wrong thing through a text. I'm calling you.
I
But
think
no, but I also feel like you can you can say something and it can be taken the wrong way through the text.
that's why I don't think texting is for like a long conversation. I think texting is like, hey, I'm on the way, or what's the address, or what's the plan for tomorrow, little shit like that. It ain't for like to have a lengthy conversation because you be missing the tone, or you take stuff the wrong way. I'm joking, but you don't know I'm joking because I didn't type LOL or a laughing emoji or the conversation, say we having a serious conversation via text, but it don't go as deep and have as many details in it because we're texting. If we was face to face or on the phone talking or video call, I just feel the conversation always goes further and deeper and it flows better. I think a lot of times with texting, people like give short answers or shorter answers. So it's not as much for you to go off of to keep the conversation going. So it's kind of like a spotty conversation.
Now, this is what I can't stand that a female does. Like I'm very open and transparent from the gate, right? So I do not like I do not like what it like I'm talking to a female. We've been talking for a good minute, and you just now decide to tell me things you should have told me earlier.
Yeah.
I can't like that.
What would be an example of that for you?
What'd you say?
What would be an example of that for you?
All right, so I'm up here chilling. Like we've been talking for like a month or something. And you be like, yeah, I gotta, I gotta go to school. Like as far as like college or some shit. Like I gotta go to school. I gotta go to school next week, or I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go pick up my son next week. Hold on, what you mean you gotta go pick up your son? We've been talking for like a month or two. Why you ain't never said nothing about my son? And then they got like the weirdest excuse. Oh, he don't live with me, so I, you know what I mean. I don't think about it. How you gonna think about your kids, man?
Yeah, even if your kid don't live with you, to know somebody for a whole month and they don't even mention they have a kid, to me it felt like you deny your kid. I don't like that. I don't even when dudes like it be dudes out there got 10 kids, they go on a first date and they might tell the girl they got 3 kids. I'm like, man, I'm not lying about my kids. If I got 10, I got 10. I'm not gonna tell her I got 3. That's just me. I ain't got no kids, but if I did, I'm not denying none of my kids. So, uh,
The reason why it bothers me, right? Because I'm the type of person like I think ahead. So if I because I'm talking to you to potentially take it to the next level. So if I'm thinking about the next level, and you telling me, oh, I got a I got a college class I got to do next Wednesday. Whoa, like you kind of throwing off my plans now. You know what I'm saying? When was you gonna tell me? Like if you tell me when we first started talking, yo, I got a job, I'm in school, I got a kid. Cool. Let me know that so I can be like, all right, this is what I got to get prepared for. You know what I'm saying? If I want to deal with that or not. But if you tell me 2 or 3 months down the line, like, oh yeah, by the way, the reason why I've been talking, and the reason why I just been texting you when I'm talking to you is because I've been taking care of my kid, or I'm in school and I'll be telling too many people. Okay, you need to tell me that because you out here moving kind of different.
yeah. I, but the school thing, I don't know, but I feel like eventually a school thing they're gonna say, but yeah, the kid thing, or even with people with disabilities, like if you met a girl online, I think you should tell them you got a disability kind of right away.
Facts.
I don't think, and this coming from a person with a disability, I don't think you should wait to tell somebody you got a disability.
Yeah,
But
and
well,
some of y'all be in school. Some of y'all be in school. Y'all been in school since 2006. So like
yeah, yeah,
y'all keep going back, trying to y'all be also y'all be on some New Year, New Me type shit. Like no, you need to you need to go ahead and get up out of college. Just so it's about over for you. Like you just go ahead and oh, before we get up out of here, bro, I wanted to ask you and take your time with this one because I need what type of female do you like? And I'm gonna ask you because I gotta tell you this story real quick.
oh, okay.
What type of female do you like?
I like girls that like to go on cruises. You know what I mean?
And this
Oh,
nigga,
but for real, I like a woman that, cause I'm logical. So just be fair. Don't do nothing to me that you won't want me to do to you. And just communicate. And I do like to go out though. So if a woman a homebody, like a super homebody, that wouldn't work for me. Um, cause I like to be at home sometime, but
nah, you do not like being at home, nigga. What the
I live
keep
alone.
lying to these people, bro.
I live alone. I love living alone. I wouldn't want to. I don't even know if I living with a woman. I don't know, but I don't want to live with nobody. But maybe one day I might change my mind. But I love living alone. But I'm not a homebody. Um, when I was on a cruise, I went to the club every night, and somebody stranger started saying, "Hey, I heard about you. A dude dancing at the club. You gonna be there tonight?" So the word got around the ship. So
Oh, this nigga Michael was in there dancing like this.
yeah, I had a ball, man. Like a dude, like a girl was like grinding on me. A dude like grabbed my legs, and I was in the air like Superman while she was grinding on me, man. I tried to post it on TikTok, but it said I went against community guidelines. So
Yeah, you had two dudes holding your legs up while you was
fun.
nah.
So I was in the air like Superman, and she was grinding. But I don't know, man. I thought
I
about
told you, boy.
with that, but then I don't know, man. TikTok didn't let me be great, man. So, but
Nah, TikTok said, bro, that's not. We got kids watching. We got
but, Yeah, I just like a honest, outgoing, communicate. I'm not big with texting, so if that's like your main method of communication, it probably ain't gonna work for me.
Yeah,
Uh,
look, ladies and gentlemen, like I'll be sending that nigga Michael like 5 text messages before he do the one.
yeah, cause I look if I'm like, oh, okay, he on the road. I'll wait till you send like all this, then I just respond to all of them at once instead of like trying to keep up and respond to each one as you send. I do that to that man when they on the road and they start getting the paragraphs. I'm like, okay, I'll come back to your paragraph later. I ain't man. Hey,
All right, I'm glad I asked you that question because hi, my name is Rule Life NASA. Say hi, Rule Life NASA.
I rule like NASA.
Yes, I have a problem.
Problem.
I like me a gangster chick. I like me a gangster chick, bro. Hey,
Well,
look, bro. You can be, look,
why
bro. You
talk
can
to
be. What you say?
if you like gangster chicks? Why you ain't talk to that one that you told me about? Oh, I
Huh?
think I don't answer that. Go ahead, finish your story. You said,
Yeah, yeah. We got like.
no, no, go ahead, go
Oh
ahead.
no! Oh that? Nah, no, sir, no,
Hey, you like,
no.
go ahead. All right, go ahead.
But listen. I like a gangster chick. I don't care if you're crip. I don't care if you're blood. I don't care if you got shot. I don't care. I love me a gangster chick. I don't like the gangster shit y'all do though. Like keep that to yourself. But
So,
like,
look,
but like,
what you like about a gangster chick? If you don't like the fact that she do gangster shit,
I mean,
what?
I like this. He do gangster. No. I like this. He do gangster shit. Just don't do it around me.
So you just want to know that she do gangster shit. Just the fact that
Yeah, like
you.
she get money however she get it. That ain't my business. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? However she get it. Just don't get me involved in your shenanigans because I'm not going to jail.
I don't give me a cool, funny, feminine woman. I don't want no gangster shit.
Yeah, I now listen, I like me a gangster chick, but now that I got older, I'm going in a different direction.
Nah, because you just said it right now. So the age you is right now, you just said you like a gangster chick, 30s.
I do. It's my weakness. I was talking to this girl while you was, on a cruise. Boy,
Yeah.
she was a gangster. But she just couldn't communicate. I couldn't deal with it.
What was wrong with her communication?
She just she just She just had a hard time communicating. I gave her time. I was just like, yo, what's up? I'm trying to get to know you, trying to talk to you. She just was just all over the place. I can't, like, look, bro, like, communication is important to me. Like, you have to be able to communicate. Because, like, I think a lot. I overthink. You know what I'm saying? I need to know what's up. And she just couldn't communicate, bro. I couldn't do it. And she was gangster. I'm talking about she was gangster. She was looking good, bro. And I was just like, ah.
And she looked good and she was gangster.
Yeah, that's why I gotta get away from them gangster chicks, bro. I gotta go with somebody nice, calm, and collective. But I love a gangster chick, and I love a girl that like to get money. You know what I'm saying? Good times, good times. Okay, so before we get up out of here, bro. All right, so your trip. All right, what was the best part of the trip?
The best part of the cruise was just talk, meeting strangers. It was so cool. And going to the club, club every night. And then I love to dance for those that don't know. I get on the crutches and I do my one too. So I like doing that anyway. So that was just a ball, talking to strangers, meeting new people, and seeing the Bahamas, man. That was the highlight of the cruise.
Right. Okay, so you recommend that everybody go on a cruise or go on trips, or go
I,
see the world, especially if you have a disability. You recommend that, right?
highly recommend.
What'd you say, cuz?
Highly recommend.
Okay, all right, bet. Yeah, man. Hey, this show was called Outcast in My Own Community because I myself felt like I was an outcast in the disabled community. Even though I know the disabled community loves me, sometimes it just don't feel like that, bro. So go ahead, Michael, and give out your socials, and we're gonna wrap this thing up.
Hey man, TikTok. I am Michael57.
Right.
Instagram. Michael57 underscore.
Right.
Facebook, Michael Watson. Facebook, Handicap and Chill Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, Handicap,
And your podcast.
Handicap and Chill Podcast on Instagram. Hey man, hit us up. Oh, MikeKill57.com. That's my website. Go there, check it out too. But man, yeah, I got more stuff coming. I always do, man. Uh, Motivational speaking gigs. I got music on the way, merch on the way. I got more opinions on the way, more inspiration on the way. You know, what I mean, I'm working.
You got a new wheelchair on the way. You got everything on the way. Uh, you know, this a man of all talents. Me, I'm the dude rule like NASA. You already know. Coolest dude in the wheelchair. I know. I haven't been saying it in the intro, so I say it now. You, you can catch me on Instagram at Rule Life Period NASA. Uh, you can catch Handicap and Chill podcast on Instagram. You can check Rocksteady Media Network on Instagram. You can check Rocksteady Media Network on Facebook. Handicap and Chill podcast on Facebook. Oh, me, I'm on there too. Rule Life NASA. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Threads. Rule Life Period NASA. Hey, bro, we'll be back next week with another fire show, bro. It's been real, and we appreciate y'all for taking the time to chill with us and listen to us complain and tell our stories. Peace. So yeah, we still here.